World of electric mobility, it's now time to move to the world of fashion. Non-profit organization India Fashion Awards has launched Fashion Entrepreneur Fund. It's a venture studio aimed at empowering emerging fashion and lifestyle entrepreneurs and businesses across India. A 200 crore rupee property, Fashion Entrepreneur Fund aims to invest 20 crores in its first year. And to tell us more, joining me now is FEF's founder, Sanjay Nagam. Sanjay, welcome to Startup Street. First tell us what made you set up a Fashion Entrepreneur Fund? What gap did you see in the fashion and lifestyle industry? And apart from financial assistance, what more will the studio offer?
They always say, always find the problem, then solve it. So the time COVID, we got the problem at doorstep. All the people in fashion, mostly of them, they're just freelancer. They're not doing any job or not doing any, that daily wages thing. They were looking money to sustain at the time of COVID. And because of the India Fashion Award, many of them came to us for the support. I understood the problem and I went to ministries and the banks and everywhere. And we discussed that obviously they need some fund and we should do some support. But according to the norms of the bank and government, there was no system where they're going to support those individuals.
Yeah.
That moment I realized, almost 4.50 CR people in India working in fashion field. It's a huge number. I mean, nobody noticed that number.
Yeah.
Right. So then we thought, let's do something. We can create a fund and can support the people. But while working on the lines, then we realized it's a huge market and there's a huge gap. So we should do a proper fund and make it, very professional because, one day I'm going to invest somebody's business and he's not able to run the business. So what we need a mentorship also. So what we are giving them fund, second we're giving them mentorship also. With all the big names we have on the table, they're going to invest and they're going to support.
Okay. All right. You plan to call in for entries in February next year, and the grand finale will be held in September. Tell us who can apply for this and what will be the selection criteria, and also how many finalists will you choose?
See, working in fashion and lifestyle field since 20 years, I understand only business of fashion and lifestyle. So we're going to invest only those businesses and anybody. I mean, somebody who's having the idea and want to become an entrepreneur in the field of fashion and lifestyle, they can apply. I mean, there's no gender, no age, no bracket. I mean, anybody, a housewife or student, anybody can apply on it.
Okay. All right. And it can be photographers, designers, home interior decorators, everybody.
The categories, I mean, you're a makeup artist, you're making that wardrobe consultant, you're a stylist, or you're a photographer, you're a model, you're a designer. So we have almost 26 categories. We mapped it. Those categories, they are going to get the fund.
Okay. Now, like I mentioned earlier, Fashion Entrepreneur Fund is a 200 crore rupee property today, and you will be investing 20 crores in the first year. Will you be investing in all 30 finalists, or will you be, bringing the number down to top 5 or top 3?
See, we're getting 30 finalists for sure, but out of 30, there is a panel. And as we have discussed, we have like Mr. Naveen Jindal, Karan Johar, those kind of people in panel. So our method is like we're going to invest time with them. We're going to understand the business plan along with the person. I mean, the psychology of the person that he's going to run the business or not. I'm not sure that we're going to invest in 2 or 3. Maybe out of 20, it could be 5, it could be 8.
And also, I believe in the works is a Fashion Entrepreneur Fund OTT series, which will be presented by Karan Johar, who's on your board, like you just mentioned, and it'll be produced by Dharma Productions. When is the broadcast scheduled? If you can give us more details on that.
When there is a fashion, there is Dharma, and obviously there is Karan Johar. Nobody understands better than him. So yes, he's the one who's going to, nurture all the plan on OTT series. In September, we're going to release, but channel I cannot disclose yet because we are discussing.
But it'll be through the journey of those finalists?
Yeah, it's going to start from the very first day. So the process is we're going to start in February. It's going till September. There is different rounds, all 6-7 rounds. We're covering all the rounds and everything.
Okay. And in the next 5 years, Sanjay, you aspire to channel an investment exceeding 500 crores into the fashion and lifestyle ecosystem. Take us through your future investment targets and how will they foster economic growth and sustainability in the sector?
you understand there is a gap, as I mentioned earlier. So that gap, there is a zero economy, zero investment. At that segment, it's a huge segment. We are going to invest 500 CR in the next years. So that is a growth of GDP, and that is the investment plan. And as I mentioned, sustainability, we have people on board. So they are going to be with them and working with them just to make them sustain. I mean, we are looking out of unicorn in this 5 years plan.
All right, Sanjay, we've completely run out of time, but wish you the very best for all your plans and keep empowering the fashion and lifestyle entrepreneurs. Thank you so much for joining us on Startup Street.
Thank you.
Well, with that, it's time for us to take a short break. But coming up on the other side, do you know about superfoods? We bring you a startup that is making superfoods tasty. We will be back after this very short break. Stay tuned.